Hello and welcome to Woolooware High School's open night that is virtual this year. Thank you so much for taking the opportunity of tuning in to this film. My name is Mardi Benson and I'm the very proud principal of this extraordinary school located on Darawal land in Woolooware. I'm really proud of our high achieving, comprehensive local community school. We work really strongly with our students, and in fact I just wanted to call out that they are at the centre of every decision that we make as a school, and certainly that I make. These beautiful people are our senior student leaders for 2022, and each of these young people are really taking on the role this year as being, in particular, the big brothers and big sisters of our school, which is quite a strong statement to make. But that partnership doesn't just begin in Year 12 or at the beginning of Year 11. In fact, it begins as soon as the students enrol in our school. You can see pictured here some of our extraordinary students. This photo was taken in 2020. So these students are now in Year 9. They are still absolutely a part of our SRC and absolutely a part of our school family. They play a really strong role in advocating for change and really supporting their peers and promoting our school. Gorgeous people to work with. Hopefully you're getting a sense from this that we have really strong expectations and values in our school. So just saying that we have high expectations is something, but living it each day is actually something else. We make sure that we state which expectations we have, and then we support every single student in meeting those challenges. And in fact, on a daily basis, I might need to respectfully challenge or support students in making sure that they are actually meeting these expectations. We use our 4 pillars as a guidance to everyone's behaviour and expectation. We're very clear and explicit about what that might look like, and just be assured that I will always, in the most respectful way, challenge every individual to be exactly that, respectful and at their very best every single day. We also work to a motto that every student is known, cared for and valued in our school, but we don't just do that and say it and not live it. This year, one of the priorities we've already got in place is we're looking at the concept that every student deserves a champion. And to that end, every year advisor is actually working together with their list of students to ensure that every student has a person that they can report to. I've also then collecting data from all of our year groups actually through a Google form saying who is your year advisor of choice and what teacher would you go to if you need support or help. Hopefully you can see from that we don't just say we're supporting every student, that we actually follow through and make sure there's process and practice in place to support that. Because we all know there are moments when we need some help and support. And these strong partnerships in learning, they actually begin in Year 7 as students enrol in the school. We are constantly checking that we are doing the right thing, that we're meeting our kids' needs in terms of their learning, but also in their well-being. So you may have already noticed a very strong focus on well-being. That's because that is the basis of all learning in our school. We start with, is everyone supported and cared for? And now let's really work on making sure every student improves every year. I do also, you'll note, all the different ways we might check in on the students and their learning and well-being. But in addition to that, we have a really strong commitment from our parents. They work with us in a number of different ways to make sure that their voice is heard, and we really respect that partnership. In fact, in 2021, despite the fact that it was a remarkably unusual year, we can happily report that there was a real improvement, even in the sense of belonging when we were working from home for most of 2021. Hopefully you'll see from that we really did find a way to get through we found workarounds for everything we needed to. We really did find the ways to continue to connect with our community. And I think that speaks volumes about the opportunities that you might experience if you choose to join us at Woolooware High School. So just starting with the types of subjects that Year 7 students will experience, you can see the list here, and I will include this PowerPoint on the website, so you can view that as well. But you can also see there's a whole range of extracurricular activities you can get involved in as well. So it's not just in the classroom where you can expect to have many opportunities. I also wanted to call out the languages we offer here at Woolooware are French and Indonesian, and that is based on the language teachers' expertise. They are extraordinary. So our focus, it is absolutely on making sure that every single student is achieving their personal best every day. We work on the idea that our teachers know who is in their classroom and know how they learn, and with that information they can then work on improving them every year. We also are very aware of the high potential gifted education policy and have that in place as well across the school in every faculty. And to support all of that, over the last 2 years, we've learned that technology is a significant part of learning. It is the place that you can document, you can access, you can engage, and you can express everything that you know. There's Google Classrooms for every single subject, and indeed for each year group. There's also one for careers if that's something of interest. So what I wanted to point out with this slide is that you will need a device to enrol at Woolooware High School, but we will support you and making sure that you're connecting with your learning, whether you're learning at school or also continuing your learning at home. So this year I wanted to explore some case studies around some real success. I'm going to start with Year 12 because that's the data that's most readily available. So for me, we have this incredible story of Cameron, and in fact we have the story of our competing Camerons. Cameron, pictured here, is at the Ducks of 2021, a remarkable achievement. And if you look at the list of items that he worked through, it's an extensive list, all the things that Cameron got involved in when he was at school. He was one of a couple of Camerons that worked side by side, best friends in fact, and worked in a really supportive and competitive manner in every single subject. You can see there were extensive subjects, but also Cameron was a huge part of our school community. It was fantastic to see his achievements. He was a peer support leader, he involved in fundraising, a massive competitor on the sports fields, but he also was part of the top 20 every year, and in fact he was in the top 2 every single semester. Also worth noting, Cameron was a very competitive handball player at recess and lunchtime. And one of his best friends, Cameron here, an amazing young man. He worked tirelessly in competition with his friends, but he also achieved remarkable things in engineering studies. One of the top in the state in engineering studies. In addition to that, Cameron J, he was involved in chess inter-school championships, a whole range of sports, and in fact Cameron J and Cameron M competed every semester for the honours. He just missed out, but we are so incredibly proud of him. They were also very competitive on the handball court at lunchtime. But we also have stories of someone like Tom, pictured here, this incredible young man, much loved in our school community. He worked tirelessly every lesson. He competed in a whole range of subjects, but he formed really strong partnerships from the day he came to our school in Year 7. An extraordinary young man, and we are so proud of him. But let's continue the story. This is the picture of Carly. Carly's work was nominated for Art Express, and you can see why. It's absolutely breathtaking, extraordinary. These are paintings. So Carly was also one of our top 20 every semester. She worked tirelessly in the academic areas in every subject. But she was also a fierce competitor on the sporting fields, swimming, shot put, discus, netball. She competed in maths competitions and got distinctions and credits. Absolutely a part of our peer support program and a huge part of our school promotion as well. You can see from the way I'm speaking that these young people really form a strong connection to the school, and it's absolutely terrible when they leave. I am absolutely ridiculous at saying goodbye to these extraordinary young people. And I did want to call out Matisse as well. You might see her work actually pictured just over here. I have the honour of having one of her originals in my office. But this work was completed under Learning from Home, extraordinary paintings. But in addition to that, Matisse performed incredibly well, achieving in the top 20 in every subject every year. She would every semester achieve a Quiet Achiever Award from me as well. An extraordinarily humble and really dedicated student. And Emma's work as well. Emma will be exhibiting in Zoomers, a new exhibition later this year. But you can see from this list, she was also a huge part of our junior band and senior band program. She participated in sport, was part of the top 20, and also regularly received Principals Awards. So hopefully you're getting a sense that despite the fact that these HSC students achieved incredible HSC results, that it was the partnerships and the deep connection to the school that really supported that. Here, it might be difficult for you to read, so hopefully you'll engage with looking at the PowerPoint. You can see the range of subjects that are achieved extraordinarily well in comparison to the state. And in addition to that, we achieved 252 Band 5 and 6 results in 2021. So we do have a passion for ensuring that every student has the opportunity to thrive. We really do work on developing the whole person. It's one of our 4 pillars. It's something that we speak about regularly. And I wanted to speak to this and show you some examples. Levi is our SRC president for 2022, but he is also the first recipient of the Gold Duke of Edinburgh Awards. He's worked tirelessly in his spare time. He's undertaken a whole range of adventurous journeys. He's performed community service, but he's also working achieving extraordinarily well in his subjects, has a very rigorous pattern of study, has consistently achieved in the top 20 and indeed the top 10 every year. He's a peer support leader and he is a very strong advocate for our school, and indeed he is much loved in our community. We love having Levi as part of our community. You may also understand that we have a whole range of skills and expertise in our school, and Baxter is a fine example of that. He's our vice captain, but in addition to that, he has academically stepped up and decided that he wants to contribute and really significantly improve his academic performance. But he's also the National Javelin Champion in 2022. He recently is the gold medalist in the Oceania Games. So in addition to his rigorous pattern of study, he is an elite athlete, and we are absolutely so proud of him and his achievements. What an extraordinary young man. He works tirelessly with the school leaders to ensure that fundraising activities are really endorsed and that our school continues to shine. This is Indy. Indy is also our vice captain, and Indy has a real passion for the performing arts. She's an extraordinary young lady who's really humble in the way she works, but you can see her here performing on stage with real dignity and poise. She loves promoting our school. She's an extraordinary young person, and she took the real lead in exploring the concepts and really getting the junior SRC members to understand what it means when we say we really do walk for respectful relationships. So they're just some of the people in our school that are extraordinary, but here's some more. Paige and Kira, extraordinary sisters who are involved in everything they can. They're exploring how well they can learn and participate. They're in leadership opportunities. They're also real leaders in terms of sporting competitions as well. We're really excited to see what these young people can do and just who they become. And Hannah and Bear, extraordinary representatives of our school. Hannah decided to take the leap last year and have her head shaved for Shave for a Cure. She really wanted to commit to that and really has. She raised an extraordinary amount of money and also really wanted to stand up and show the girls in our school just what was possible. Bear continues to shine academically, but also really strongly advocates for what we can do in our school. Hopefully you're getting a sense of the fact that these young people are really leaning into the opportunities in our school and really working tirelessly to make sure that they can not only just be a part of our school, but really contribute to our community. We work really tirelessly to ensure that we recognise excellence. I have spoken about the fact that we have principals' letters and awards that are sent home, and that's in response to the reports that I read every semester. I send home awards to say, I recognise your incredible achievement. And speaking of incredible achievements, this is our school, 2 school captains. These young people took the opportunity to speak on film, because that was all that was possible at the time, and really lead and advocate for change in the community around the concept of respectful relationships. We are a leader in this area. We are part of the forming the committee that works on the walk for respectful relationships. But you can see from this that Sarah and Curtis really stepped up. They really personalised the message, and this was viewed in up to 10 schools last year. You can see their work on YouTube, so that's why I've got those screenshots for you. But you can also see that's not the only thing that they do every day. Apart from being incredible role models, real innovators, and a real support for the senior executive, they support me every day. They are extraordinary participants in everything that they do. It's a real honour to work with these two. And in terms of Walk for Respectful Relationships, that was previously known as the White Ribbon Walk. We do this every year. It has changed over the last 2 years because of COVID, but what you can see is we commit to the website, we have filmed messages that you can see. That's the screenshot of me doing my thing. But more importantly, you can see a screenshot there or a picture of our school community really stepping up and walking and really understanding the message. I just wanted to call out the opportunities that are available in sport. You can be an elite athlete, as mentioned by Baxter. You can be part of a team, as pictured here, but you can also do some real incredible work in terms of our past students. You can see pictured on the right. These students are at a local pool, supporting a local primary school and really running the event. While they look absolutely fantastic posed there, they are real leaders in our school as well. They're doing everything they can. So if you would like to participate in sport, you do have that opportunity at an elite level. If you want to just work with the team, absolutely fantastic. But there is a whole range of recreational sport available as well. In terms of music, performing arts, the band is absolutely extraordinary. You can join that program. There are a number of levels, so you don't necessarily have to be an elite performer to join the band. There are tutors that come every Wednesday night. It is absolutely incredible to see what this band can achieve. You can see pictured on the screen some screenshots of the event that we actually managed to hold last year, which was fantastic, of our young people really demonstrating what they can achieve. And while dance and drama, I can't show you any real recent photos due to COVID last year, we do have a really strong program here of dance and drama as well. Hopefully you get a sense of that when you look at our website as well. So as I said earlier, our community partnerships are something we take very seriously. You have 2 opportunities once you join our school to really participate in active discussions about our planning, our priorities, and really give some really heartfelt feedback, which we actually really value. So you can actually be part of the P&C or the auxiliary team. It is your option. So finally, you might have a question around what would you like, how do you apply for the extension class? So first and foremost, the extension class is a class placement issue. It has nothing to do with the enrolment process. So if you would like to apply for the extension class, you can see the dates are listed here, but you can also have a look at the tab on our website. If you have a look at Year 7 enrolment, there's a whole range of information there, and you can see the deadlines listed on the screen. There is a Google form you'll need to fill out and an ACER test you'll need to sit. It is possible, if you are interested, to apply out of area. We do have some space available in our school. There possibly will be a waiting list for some year groups, but what you need to consider is please fill out the non-local out of area application, which is located on our website. Once you've done that, please submit that to the school and we will have a look at that. The last thing I wanted to say is we have recently renovated our website. This is a screenshot. Please have a look at that. If there's any more information you would like from me or any member of my team, please feel free to email the school or call the school directly and I would be happy to talk to you. Thank you so much for taking the time and we'd love to see you at Woolooware High School. Thank you.